Being in the classroom all these years and seeing the lack of respect for our country in the school systems, I wanted to do something about that my own way. And I came up with the idea for the Veterans Dinner, and we started it 20 years ago. And we had 300 guys show up the first one, and now we're averaging 1,500. And we have an event in November. We do it out at Serrano High School, out on the west end of the valley. And then here, we do it here in Christmas because the higher incidence of PTSD and stress is greater during the holiday season than it is in November. And because it's such a family time, and it just seems to exacerbate the loss. So Dan Tate and the Don Feresi Foundation stepped up. We joined forces and said, hey, let's do one in December as well. And that's where schools and team working together. That's what it should be.
This is our sixth event, and Silverado's always sent us about 150 kids every year. And these kids have been terrific. I had this idea. I called Mrs. Conkle. I said, Mrs. Conkle, you've taken over the high school. They've got a bad name. How about we get Silverado to sponsor us? Your kids are doing all the work. Why don't we put your name on it? We'll be co-sponsors of it. And she says, absolutely. So she threw herself into this. Mrs. Jessica Swift threw herself into this. And we want it to be permanent here at Silverado. We want this to be Silverado's veteran tribute. We don't want to own it.
I said, I'd like to invite you to this free lunch. No, nothing's free. And I said, yeah, freedom's not free, is it? And it kind of gets their attention.
The foundation's been wonderful. Dan Tate actually is the president and really the workhorse. I'm sort of the figurehead, and we're in our ninth year, and we've given a lot of $4,000 scholarships. I guess 86 $4,000 scholarships to these high school seniors from 11 high schools in the high desert. And one of the problems we have is we're running out of money at these $4,000. With the economy being like it is, it's hard to get donations. So if you have any listeners or viewers that are interested, we'd be happy to encourage, because every penny that we make goes to the kids. We do not have a secretary and a executive directors that get salaries. Every penny goes to these kids.